There are a lot of families struggling, especially in rural parts of Polk County. We're learning there's a lot of resources out there, but the need is getting even greater, especially for students that are experiencing homelessness. We're told that it is happening in some areas at an alarming rate.
Right now at 5:30, we reported the stories about people being priced out of their homes because of rising rents. And tonight, we're looking into if that is leading to a rise in the homeless population in South Florida. Now, you may not realize homelessness comes in different forms.
It's a lesson we learn early on. Work hard, earn a decent living, and you'll be able to afford a home. But the lack of affordable housing is turning that age-old concept upside down.
And tonight, I-Team investigator Katie Lagrone continues her original reporting on this issue with a revealing look at homelessness among the middle class.
Also new at 11, the extreme heat is affecting all of our lives, but it's especially bad for those who are just always outside.
Advocates for the homeless say they need shelter now more than ever. News 6's Treasure Roberts is live in Orlando. And Treasure, these people are at the highest risk for heat-related illnesses.
Yeah, so the federal government says that Florida has the third highest homeless population in the country, about 27,000 people. But the federal government does not keep statistics on how many of them are senior citizens. But some local organizations are doing local counts, and what they have been finding so far is shocking.
Governor Ron DeSantis in South Florida today and talking about a plan to house the homeless. A bill to take people off the streets just cleared a major hurdle in the Florida legislature. And Local 10's Glenn Milberg is live now in Miami Beach with it all for us tonight.
Yeah, the homeless trust census shows that numbers are slightly up this year compared to last year for those experiencing homelessness. Now, they cannot attribute those numbers, though, to the rising cost of rent and living here in Miami. The homeless in South Florida, a constant concern, but now that concern has new attention because of the housing crisis.
Yeah, Matt, Lisa, they are, and it's really hard to ignore how hot it is outside. We tend to forget when we go home and turn on our AC, but some people simply cannot escape the extreme heat.
I don't want a handout. I just want to be able to get into an apartment.
On this hot morning in May, Leslie Kerman can only speak to us while in the comforts of an air-conditioned car. When Hurricane Ian slammed into Southwest Florida, Kerman's apartment was damaged. The landlord sold the unit. She says she hasn't been able to find an affordable place on her fixed income.
Kelvin, that bill actually just passed the one Senate committee today. It's not gotten a lot of opposition at all. Essentially, what it does is it makes sleeping on the street unlawful and also sets up the possibility of encampments for people who are experiencing homelessness. The governor came here to Miami Beach to say his plan is much more about like what they do in this city right now.
The homeless trust census shows that in January of 2022, there are 970 homeless people on the street and 2,470 homeless people in the shelters. Ron Book, the chairman of Miami-Dade Homeless Trust, says the housing market is a huge problem.
We've had a huge increase in median rent. We have a very low number of available affordable housing vouchers, and we have had an incredibly high increase in the disparity of available affordable housing.
As he continues to batter our area, Grace says unhoused people can't even find cool relief at night.
No one can say for sure how bad the problem is for seniors experiencing homelessness, but they all agree the numbers are going up. Local advocacy organizations tell me the problem is twofold. One is inflation. The second was damage from Hurricane Ian, which has shrunk the market.